Tonight I'm making some marinara, some pasta sauce. We got a bunch of tomatoes from our garden, as you can see, and we're going to be making that. But before we do, in order to season the sauce, I'm going to be making our very own Italian seasoning. So I got a lot of spices here. I'll go through what they are, and then from there we'll start making our tomato sauce. So I'll show you the spices, recipe, in the description below. I'm going to show you the spices that I use for this blend. However, use whatever you want appropriately. All of these that I have separated here are 2 tablespoons, and then what I have here, 1 tablespoon. And you got to see, I got a little thing here. I'm going to crush up my rosemary. It's a little bit too much in the leaf form, so I'm going to go ahead and crush that up a little bit before I use it. So 2 tablespoons parsley, 2 tablespoons of basil, 2 tablespoons of oregano leaves, 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of marjoram, 2 tablespoons thyme, 2 tablespoons of sage, 1 tablespoon garlic, and 1 tablespoon crushed red pepper. I'm putting them in this jar because I intend to double this recipe. So all the measurements I gave, just double it. We use quite a bit of it, and so that's what I do. Again, I try to get everything organic if possible, and some of these things we just couldn't find, so we will make do. So on to making our blend. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead, and the first thing I want to do is get my rosemary crushed up, and I'm doing double, so well, I might have to do just single here. So 2 tablespoons. I don't know that I have enough for doubling my recipe. 1. I have to do 1 at a time. There's 1. I'm not trying to grind this into a fine powder or anything, really. I'm just trying to break it up because they're fairly large. So don't spend too much time on it. It's okay if it's not all perfect, as long as it's broken down enough to blend well with everything else. So there's that. Time to get more sage. And then also a glass of wine anytime you're cooking. A glass or 2. It's good for your health. And then the rest is just 2 tablespoons, and we'll mix everything up. 2 tablespoons of parsley. Basil, And it doesn't have to be perfect. So if your OCD is kicking in, just relax. Relax. It's okay. And I'm gonna need a bigger jar, so let me get a bowl. This is not going to work. I'll have to fill this jar up later. There we go. Marjoram. I use marjoram when I make my garlic parmesan hot wings. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Marjoram? What a word. Sage. Garlic. And I'm going to tell you the crushed red pepper is optional if you're doing Italian seasoning. Sometimes I leave it out. And honestly, like even though I say one, I tend to do just very little. Gives a little kick, maybe a quarter to half. That's it. Nothing too crazy there. This you don't have to use, but we like the way it tastes. So there you have it. All of that, and all you're gonna do, mix it all together. That's it. Italian seasoning. Put it in whatever you want, and you're good to go.